One of the most fascinating celestial objects in the night sky is Betelgeuse, a red giant star. Known for its monstrous size and exceptional attributes, Betelgeuse stands apart for its glory, as well as for the fascinating prospects it presents for the eventual fate of our universe. ##### Betelgeuse's dimensions. Betelgeuse, or Alpha Orionis, can be found in the Orion constellation. It is a red supergiant star, and that implies it has arrived at the last phases of its heavenly development. Betelgeuse's outer surface would extend well beyond Jupiter's orbit, potentially encompassing Earth, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and even Jupiter, if it were located at the center of our solar system. Its sheer size makes it one of the biggest stars noticeable to the unaided eye. ##### Its dimming mysteries. Betelgeuse exhibited unusual behavior by significantly dimming in late 2019 and early 2020, reaching for the first time in a century unheard-of levels of darkness. Because it was the most significant dimming observed in the past 100 years, this event sparked controversy among astronomers. Betelgeuse's mystery was made even more complicated by the brief obscuration of Bellatrix, another Orion star. The reason for this darkening was in the long run credited to a dust storm and gas encompassing the star, which briefly impeded its light. ####The potential for a cosmic explosion. Betelgeuse's potential to burst into a supernova is one of its most exciting aspects. When a star reaches the end of its life cycle, it explodes in a massive explosion known as a supernova, which can eclipse an entire galaxy. Questions about the implications of such an event for Earth and the universe arise from the possibility that Betelgeuse would explode into a supernova. #### Insights from Brian Cox. Brian Cox, a conspicuous physicist and astrophysicist, has examined the likely effect of a cosmic explosion in our system. He underscores that the obliteration of our planet would have expansive impacts all through the cosmic system. Cox looks into the Goldilocks theory, which says that Earth's location and stability over billions of years made it ideal for life. Notwithstanding the Sun's general strength for 4 billion years, researchers accept it is presently partially through its life cycle. #### The Sun's future. The Sun, similar to Betelgeuse, will ultimately go through massive changes. By combining 600 million tons of hydrogen with helium, the Sun turns about 4 million tons of matter into energy every second. Life on Earth gets most of its energy from this process. But scientists say that the Sun will run out of hydrogen fuel in about 5 billion years, which will change its structure a lot. As the Sun ages, it will venture into a red Goliath, making it stretch and ultimately cover the whole skyline. The Sun will eventually collapse into a white dwarf and shed its outer layers, creating a nebula. Because the conditions will no longer support life, this change will render Earth inhabitable. #### A possible haven in the Kuiper Belt. Dr. Alan Harsh, the essential examiner of NASA's New Skylines mission, has proposed that humankind could look for shelter on far-off bantam planets, for example, Pluto, situated in the Kuiper Belt. The Kuiper Belt is a locale of frosty bodies past Neptune, and keeping in mind that the climate there is brutal, it could offer an impermanent safe house as the Sun's circumstances become progressively negative. #### Variable stars and Betelgeuse's way of behaving. A few stars, including Betelgeuse, are known as factor stars, meaning their brilliance varies after some time. For example, Mira, found in 1596, and Algol, which encounters shrouds by a sidekick star, are instances of such factor stars. Pulsations in its outer layers cause Betelgeuse, a semi-regular variable star, to change its brightness. Because of its size and brightness, Betelgeuse stands out in the Orion constellation. Betelgeuse's distance from Earth is up for debate despite its enormous size. Exact estimations propose it is around 400 light-years away. However, a few evaluations place it at 600 light-years. It is as of now the fifth most splendid star overhead and has changing brilliance levels, some of the time arriving at forces similar to Rigel, the fourth most brilliant star in Orion. #### The chance of a cosmic explosion. Blast. A cosmic explosion is an occasion where a star detonates in a splendid showcase of light. Such blasts are uncommon yet can be adequately brilliant to be apparent during sunshine. Betelgeuse has been viewed as major areas of strength for a future cosmic explosion because of its splendor and mass. If it explodes, it could be seen from Earth even during the day and shine brighter than the moon for several weeks. ####. The existence pattern of huge stars Betelgeuse is generally youthful contrasted with different stars, with an expected time of under 10 million years, though our Sun is around 4.6 billion years of age. Massive stars like Betelgeuse burn through fuel quickly due to their relatively short lifespans. While Betelgeuse could take its life in an emotional style, enduring longer than a human lifetime is normal. Monstrous stars go through a course of breakdown when they run out of hydrogen and helium. They accumulate heavy elements in their cores, raising temperature and density until a supernova blows out the outer layers. A few forecasts propose that Betelgeuse will consume so splendidly that it could show up as a second moon in the night sky before it blurs. ####. Ongoing perceptions and future forecasts in 2021. Betelgeuse blurred emphatically, dropping almost 60% in brilliance inside a couple of months. This lessening was subsequently credited to a haze of gas and residue clouding the star. Betelgeuse is currently 50% brighter than usual, but the cause of this sudden brightness is still a mystery. A cosmic explosion doesn't appear to be unavoidable, and the progressions in splendor are possible because of the residue cloud that has impacted its light. Cosmologists are energized by Betelgeuse's eccentric way of behaving. With a mass 15 to multiple times that of the Sun, Betelgeuse is supposed to ultimately detonate as a cosmic explosion. Nonetheless, the specific timing stays questionable. The star is described in ancient texts as having a yellow hue similar to that of Saturn, suggesting rapid development and the possibility of a future supernova. Estimates range from thousands to 15 million years. ###. End Betelgeuse's supernova explosion would be a stunning sight, potentially visible from Earth during the day and outshining the moon for several weeks. Luckily, Betelgeuse is in excess of 600 light-years away, so regardless of whether the blast happens, it won't represent an immediate danger to our planet. However, the explosion's haze would remain visible in the sky for many years before dissipating. Betelgeuse serves as a reminder of the dynamic and ever-evolving nature of the universe as a whole. Its possible blast as a cosmic explosion will be an intriguing and heavenly occasion, offering a brief look into the strong and frequently sensational cycles that shape the stars and worlds around us.